Whoa, 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 whoa! If it isn't La Llorona, and the Count Von Count, and a literal truffula tree, which means the water horse must not be far behind.
I'm not even Mexican, you got me hard, damn! I got called out!
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. You're being really mean, and I'm gonna break your knees!
Alright, well, I get the feeling that you guys don't really come in peace.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions yet.
I wouldn't say we were gonna be violent. I was just saying, like, why are you taking all the school stuff? Like, what do you need it for?
For this!
Okay, I'm not that tech savvy anymore because I'm a ghost, so this meaning, like, what exactly? I get it's supposed to look like a computer, but, like, what exactly?
So you're stealing from an entire school of children for personal projects?
Oh, this is far from personal. This is what I call my anti-human border booster.
Oh!
Ow!
That doesn't sound very friendly.
No. You have it all wrong. We all know the border around Nostalgia Town. Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's failing. So, I'm working on boosting it, giving it a little bit of an extra jazz, you know.
I am turning you into the police.
Whoa!
Listen, if this is just about the stuff that we took from the school, like, these are mostly supplemental parts. If you can just get me replacements, I'd be fine to give them back.
Junkyard raid!
Yeah. Alright, here's what I need. Something to be a satellite dish, something for structural support, flammables for energy creation, and shiny objects for light refraction.
Any shiny object?
Any shiny objects. Also, one more thing that I need replaced. I took this from the school. I need a new anti-human weapon to replace it. And they hold up a literal nail gun. Did you guys decide on a mist form first, or just bring them up to the window?
Yeah. Mist form first.
Alright, Terry, you gotta make them roll.
Alright, cool. Okay, is it plus anything?
You did not put a plus on this move, so no.
Okay, so I got 8.
8.
That ain't bad.
Alright. Yeah, you become a visible mist that is difficult to be detected.
Okay.
I
And
thought this was like a stealth roll. My bad.
No, you were turning into a mist.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that is your stealth.
I got a 7 on my go unnoticed.
Alright, so yeah, you're not invisible, but you managed to choose one effect.
I'm going to pick you didn't make it far enough, so I think I'm going to have to stick to the river, and Terry's going to have to keep going. Because all these other things, I think, would, like, give away our position or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this
you can't get close to the building, you're just kind of stuck out.
Once again, I'll bite the bullet.
You are once again the escape route.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Terry, you're a mist.
Yep. I'm just... How old is a lumber mill, right?
Yeah, it's a very old lumber mill.
Yeah, so it doesn't have like an AC in it. I was like, maybe I could hide in the AC.
I mean, there's probably a lot of holes in the walls.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not
I'm just
airproof.
worried because I am a visible mist, so I don't want any chance of being detected, really.
I will say you are by a river, so it wouldn't be that weird that there's a mist in the forest. It honestly would not.
Fair.
I mean, is there an attic to this 2-story house? Because you could also sit in the attic, which probably has holes down.
That's
This is not an attic. It's a lumber mill. It's not a house, I mean. It's a lumber mill.
Sometimes they have little attics to, like, hold extra tools.
Would there be holes in the floor that I could?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You also broke the front door and
I was
the
gonna
staircase.
say we
like-
broke
yeah.
the shit. So like we broke a lot.
Dinosaur crazy.
You're good. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so I'll just like float like right below, enough that I can see.
Yeah. So you go underneath, which is good because, as you go back indoors, you realize you wouldn't have been able to look through the windows anyways. They're covered with blankets.
Oh, yeah.
So you're kind of just, hanging out underneath.
You were really hoping we were gonna go with that.
I was so hoping you'd look through the window and I'd just be like, it's
I
covered with a
feel like
blanket.
you should have reminded us that was the case. I feel we would have remembered
No,
that.
you guys didn't remember.
Well, on the upside, I was 100% gung-ho on that. I was like, let's do that and then try the mist. And then we didn't, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, you're hanging out underneath. True to his word, Cricket is working on disassembling some of the stuff. They're kind of making literal chittering sounds to themselves.
Aw, that's cute.
Or evil.
Oh, Eve.
I kind of...
You could probably roll use your eyes.
Yeah, also, wait. Does the permission for me going into the house from earlier count over to this?
Oh no.
I mean, the door's open still?
Oh,
Okay.
I think I know what it is. Because Cricket did invite you back
Oh, that's fair.
Oh yeah.
That's
to
fair.
replace the stuff, you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I would have just said also because the door's broken.
There's no threshold to cross on.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no.
You might have had trouble if you went through a window, but there is no threshold.
That's
On
fair.
the
The door frame is completely gone.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna...
Thank you, Tessie.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
You made life
welcome.
easier.
Finally, someone recognizes that me doing a ridiculous amount of property damage was a good thing.
Darren never said it wasn't. Are you kidding? Darren
you.
was gung-ho.
I just feel very targeted because every time it's, oh, Tessie broke the doorway. Oh, Tessie broke all the stairs.
I just want to be appreciated for all the property damage that I commit.
Oh, Tessie's like a half-ton animal monster, Like, people have flaws.
To be fair, that was the first time Tessie actually destroyed anything as a dinosaur.
Yeah,
so we were
I was
just
gonna
Yeah, that roll usually goes real well.
Alright, yeah. Terry, what are you doing?
Part of me just wants to just creep.
Straight up creeping?
Yeah, just straight up creep and just watch. Cause in case they're like, haha, those people will never suspect that I'm actually just gonna try to stab them in the back when they get back. I don't know.
You think Cricket's gonna, say their evil mastermind plan to themselves?
Yes.
Gone.
Yes, that's
I mean,
exactly what
Or
Terry
at the
is.
very
feel
least, give us a
Or
chance
I-
to roll like perception on them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That's what
obviously
I'm
this
saying.
game doesn't have that. But.
I'm
Or-
asking if Terry wants to roll use your eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
It has a lot of good questions for this.
I got 8.
You got
That's
to
not bad.
8. Alright. When you use your experience of the world to really look deeper into your surroundings, roll plus geek. Tried something like this before. So you take 1 hold.
Okay. I forget what holds are.
You can ask
One
one
question from underneath.
Okay. Is there something I've missed? That's probably
Yeah.
the question that I feel like would make the most sense.
Well, considering you're a mist right now, that's a perfect question.
Okay.
Ah,
You stop that.
At least I didn't miss that roll. Okay. We already made that joke in my character sheet, but I didn't know if it was in the actual podcast. So there you go.
Yep. So yeah, you're kind of sneaking around underneath, and from what you can tell, it does seem to be a lot of junk, that, Cricket has just kind of taped or glued together, stuff from the float. There's a pile of scissors, there's a bunch of cut out pieces of paper,
Wait, a pile of scissors?
not
How many
pile
scissors?
of scissors,
Okay.
there's a pair of scissors.
Okay. I was just thinking like a lump of just scissors. Just being like, what are you doing with
A
that?
pile of scissors. There's a pair of scissors, a pile of paper.
Okay.
You kind of get the feel of this being like very Clubhouse-esque. You know, like how kids will like make a spaceship out of like a cardboard box and like draw dials and whatnot. You're kind of getting that sort of feel.
Okay.
There is in the corner some alien tech that you don't recognize because it's alien. And it's just kind of like blinking away in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait until I don't know. I'm just gonna wait until they leave the room or something. Or if they have to go to the bathroom or something, I don't know.
How's Cricket gonna get down? The stairs are broken.
The stairs are broken.
Well, I guess I can find that out too, but yeah.
While you're waiting, Tessie, from the outside, you see you actually see Moth Kid fly through the forest, and they're looking very nervous and very hurriedly going up to the log mill.
Tessie pops out of the river and waves with their tail to try and signal that to Moth Kid to come over.
Moth Kid sees you and it's like, oh, hi.
Tessie slowly sinks back into the river, except for their tail, which they have sticking out a little bit, and they swim further down the river and hope Moth Kid follows.
I feel like that's gotta be.
I'll roll dice. I'm not a coward.
I don't think that's a roll. That might just be a flat roll.
I mean, if you don't feel like it's, you don't really have a persuasion roll of any kind.
Yeah.
If you want to roll, goth, just to try and convince... Or how about we just roleplay this? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we do want to use a move for this, I could make an argument that this is a listening ear.
Yeah, but you'd have to actually talk. So, Moth Kid, kind of stops when he sees you going away from the lumber mill, and he's like, and he's looking back at the lumber mill.
I wiggle my tail fervently.
I just see it kind of vibrating.
I'm sorry, I'll have to talk to you later.
I wave my tail fervently.
Fervently.
Is something wrong?
My head sticks up out of the water and I gesture over here. Like a pool noodle stuck in a cotton candy machine. Just thrashing. Get your fuzzy ass over here.
Oh my god! I'm just that image.
Alright, go ahead and roll a listening ear, and let's see.
That was beautiful, and Riley, that imagery was the funniest shit I have ever thought of.
Take this 8.
8, alright. They're willing to talk, but you're going to need to prove that you can be trusted. So Moth Kid kind of flies a little bit closer to get, again, in earshot, because they talk so quietly that they know you would not be able to hear them from so far away.
That's perfect, because I want to make sure that we have some distance between us and the log mill so Cricket can't hear us. And if they are quiet...
They do get a little bit closer, though.
Better for me.
And they're like, so, did you get a chance to talk to Cricket?
Yeah, we talked to Cricket, but we have a couple questions, and we were gonna maybe look into it and talk to you a bit, actually, if I could really quickly. I promise I won't make you do anything.
Oh, I don't know anything.
Well, I think you do know what I would like to talk about. I promise I won't make you do anything you don't want to do, and that I'm not going to make you uncomfortable. I just would like to talk to you about your friend.
Okay.
Okay. Little bit over here. Okay. Let me just seal roll out of the river. Okay. She curls up and she goes, "How long have you and Cricket been friends?"
Can I say I'm already uncomfortable?
Okay. I'm very sorry. Do you trust Cricket when they say that the barrier isn't working?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you think Cricket's smart and onto something here.
I mean, they're just really cool, and I want to be friends with them.
Ah,
Does Moth Kid have a crush on Cricket?
ship it.
okay.
Does Moth Kid have a crush on Cricket? Rowan, I need to know this.
No, Moth Kid is ace.
Okay.
But it's a friend crush.
It's a friend crush.
Ah, it's a squish. It's a squish.
Okay, so how long well, I guess that's not relevant. I'm starting to get a clearer picture here. So Cricket has been having you get them some stuff, and you agreed you would help them, but now you don't want to do it anymore, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt anyone else.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. I want to dig into that, but I promised I wouldn't ask them any uncomfortable questions. So what were you coming to talk to Cricket about?
Oh, I guess I just wanted to see if they were okay. I felt really bad about telling on them, and I really hope they'd still be my friend.
Don't worry, we haven't told on Cricket to anyone, and they're not mad at you. And we wouldn't do anything
They
to
aren't?
hurt Cricket, or no. They weren't mad.
You should say that we didn't tell Cricket that it was Moth Kid.
No,
That
but
told
we
us.
talked about the fact that Moth Kid wanted to stop doing it though with them. Getting them the supplies. So they're not hurt, and also I don't think even if we wanted to, they seem very capable. I can understand why you want to be friends with them. They seem like they're really smart. We just weren't sure how much of their confidence was warranted, and we wanted to talk to someone to make sure that Cricket knew what they were talking about, you know?
I mean, I don't know anything about the barrier and this machine Cricket's working on.
But you know about Cricket.
I know they're really cool, and
Okay.
I think the stuff they make is cool.
That's good enough for me. Thank you for having this conversation. I think I've learned what I wanted to learn, and I hope I didn't take too much of your time. How about we go back over there and we talk to Cricket?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tessie lets Moth Kid get a little bit ahead before they start following, because that took so much out of them. Like in terms of energy, in terms of emotional wherewithal, that was very difficult for Tessie.
Yeah.
Tessie, like,
Let me
felt
just say,
very-
I gotta emotionally prepare myself for playing both Moth Kid and
Yeah.
Cricket.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, that
You
is
wanna tell
a...
me my voice inspiration for Cricket is how I sing, what's her name's parts in Other Friends?
Oh, Spinel.
Spinel's parts in Other Friends.
Hell yeah.
Anyway.
They have such different energy.
I know, I was going to say...
They are polar opposites.
Literally.
Good luck.
So yeah, Moth Kid kind of Terry, you notice this because Mothhead flies into the building, kind of notices the door and is like, "Oh, Cricket, are you here?"
I'm gonna move so that I'm not visible from the doorway.
All right, so you're
Yeah.
staying hidden.
I also made sure not to mention that Terry is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just creeping.
Moth Kid goes in, flies up to the second floor. Goodness. Just the thought of having to play those two. It's like, "Hello, Cricket." And Cricket turns. It's like, "Oh, hi, Moth Kid, you're here." It's so good to see you.
Hi.
Oh yeah, where is Tessie right now?
Tessie came back up with Mothkid, but let Mothkid lead. But also was
Alright.
close to give
But
Mothkid emotional
how'd you
support.
get
How did
upstairs?
you get up the stairs?
The non-stairs.
I don't think Tessie did. I think Tessie just popped her head through the opening.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you're just popping your head up through the stairwell.
Seal
Um,
rolling.
Cricket sees you and is like, "Oh, it's good of you to join us, Tessie."
Hi. We wanted to talk to you a little bit more about some questions, and coming up, I bumped into Mothkid, and so we decided we'd come up together.
Yeah, that's great. Did you get the stuff I need?
The other ones are going to go get the stuff. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about your invention.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you as much as I can. I'm not allowed to say anything about the alien tech.
Oh,
It's not
that's
for
okay.
Earthlings.
That's okay. I don't need to know about the alien tech. Just Mothkid, I hope you don't mind if I ask Cricket a couple of questions real fast.
Oh no, I don't mind.
Okay. Well, so you said you were gonna fix the barrier. How is your machine gonna do that exactly?
Well, as far as I can tell, the barrier is created by some sort of harmonic frequency energy, and if I can just boost that with a certain combination of light frequencies and my own sort of energy, as well as they gesture over to their computer,
Okay.
and they're like,
So just
Is that the blinky technology in the corner?
"Yeah,
classic make the turnaway force field better at its job. Just
yeah,
your standard
totally,
1 + 1.
yep."
Okay. I hope you guys don't mind if I kind of butt into your group hang. I know you two are friends and you want to hang out. I hope me being here doesn't make it too awkward.
Oh no, it's cool. Welcome to the clubhouse.
There we go.
Cricket looks around and is like, "Oh, Mothkid, now that you're here, I wanted to show you something." And they go around digging around the trash, and they bring out the tin cans on a string,
Oh no, baby.
and they hand one to Mothkid, and they're like, "Look at this. This is so cool. I was able to recreate one of the oldest human phones."
Oh baby. Oh baby.
And Mothkid is holding the one can. I'm like, "Can I try it?" "Yeah, go ahead. Say something into it." "Hello. This is really cool." "Yeah, I know, right? Alright, Tessie, did you want to see it?"
Sure.
I've come full circle. Cricket is innocent.
Cricket hands you one of the cans.
How is Tessie gonna hold it?
So now I
And-
can their whole
Cricket's like, "Alright, so this piece is the mouthpiece, and it's the earpiece at the same time. They didn't have the technology to make both of them separate. So, what you do is you talk into this one, and then the resonance from your voice box will go through the string into the other tin can that Mothkid is holding."
I'm starting to feel genuinely uncomfortable for Terry, just not being included in this conversation, and you three are just talking to each other, just vibing. I'm I'm being really creepy right now. I don't
No,
like
you're
this.
good. You're good. This is the impartial, onlooking third party. I need you to be the cold, calculating like onlooker that is deciding what is going on here, because at this point Tessie feels fully validated for having made this friendship move forward in a positive direction, and is
I feel like
totally gone.
also part of Terry is just also starting to get frustrated because they feel like they know that Cricket is up to something, and they're just playing like they're not. So they're getting frustrated. They're part of them wants to just go up there, turn into vampire form, and just be like, "Okay, what the hell are you fighting, Cricket?" So, but they're not. They're fighting that big.
Here's an idea. How about we roll to use our eyes?
All right. Well, Terry already rolled that, so.
Well, you guys can keep doing what you're doing.
Tessie continues to try to do what she's been doing, which is talk to Cricket to learn more about what Cricket is about, but also kind of facilitate this friendship happening, because
All right.
Tessie is fully
If you want to roll a listening ear on Cricket, or you can roll use your eyes to look around the room.
I was suggesting Terry roll use your eyes. Since
Terry already rolled use your eyes.
Right, okay, then it's up to me. And I have been rolling mediocre all night, baby. So let's keep this going.
So choose one.
Oh, hell yeah.
At least you did roll
That's
a 2.
a 10.
Nice.
On which one?
Wait, one moment, actually.
A listening ear or use your eyes? Are you
Yeah, it's
investigating or getting Cricket to talk?
Use your eyes.
Use your eyes. All right.
Mhm.
A 10. You get 2 hold.
Heck yeah. First question. Is there something I've missed?
Important question.
All right. Let's see.
There's not a missile silo under a rug or something?
No. I think so. You had the impression that Cricket is either super competent or just, like you said, playing with a toaster.
Yeah.
I think what you can gather from here is that right now, Cricket is playing with a toaster, basically, with all of this junk that Moth Kid has brought Cricket. However, the alien technology that Cricket has does have the potential to be competent.
Yeah. This is a hobby and a fascination. This doesn't speak to Cricket's level of expertise or capability.
Mhm.
Cricket does know what they're about. Okay. Great.
It's
cool.
Cricket's gonna do what they can with what they have. The
All
likelihood of that being successful is probably directly based off the ingredients they have.
Fantastic.
Great.
Um,
Dare and me, let's go find some garbage.
Both of you assume
Hey.
everything in the junkyard isn't already garbage.
What's cool or interesting about Cricket and Moth Kid's friendship? What's the read I'm getting here?
All right.
Are they cool? Are they alright?
They good? They Gucci friends?
This all kosher?
I think. Okay. So I think the dynamic between Cricket and Moth Kid is that they both think the other is really cool and way out of their league.
Mm.
That's so pure!
Moth Kid will do anything to make Cricket happy and like them, while Cricket is always trying to impress Moth Kid with what they have.
Okay,
And
so
Cricket
basically I had the exact
Also
right read.
doing
Fantastic.
that because Cricket is an exchange student from space.
Another.
And-
Why are they all
We have a lot of exchange students from space in the Matthew era podcast.
Steal my idea.
Haha.
This is our third exchange student.
I was gonna say
Yeah, this is
our
our third exchange student from space.
Listen, where else are exchange students gonna come from? Earth?
Nowhere else. They only come from space.
Actually, no. This gray is actually just from Nevada. He's an
How
exchange student
dare
from
you.
Nevada.
How dare.
Fantastic.
Anyway, So he's just like, he wants to be friends with Moth Kid, and therefore is trying to impress Moth Kid with his alien tech. And Moth Kid wants to be friends with Cricket, and is therefore doing anything Cricket says, or suggests, or even, like, mentions in passing.
Oh no,
Rad.
these two babies.
Tessie totally gets it, and feels pleased with herself for her sleuthing, and she just kind of hums the Scooby-Doo theme song to herself.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's like, I did
Alright.
it. I did a detectiving.
Nice.
Baby.
Also, she feels really boosted from that talk with Dare.
Yeah!
That's cute.
She just had this lovely talk with Dare, and then she just did this thing really successfully and helped this friendship. She's feeling very good and bolstered.
Terry, do you have anything else before we go to the other crew?
No.
Alright.
Well,
Wait.
I think Terry's. I don't know. I feel like Terry's probably starting to actually just be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe I've been wrong about this.
You're rethinking.
And so, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna I'm actually just gonna float over to Tessie and just tap their tail or something, try to get their attention.
Tessie waits for the mist to go, and then goes, all right, gang, I'm gonna go help the others get the stuff they need for Cricket, okay? You two can hang out, and me and the rest of the guys will, come back with all the stuff, and we can put the machine together.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great, yeah. I'm sure
Okay.
they'd love to have you help carry all that stuff that they're getting. I mean, with how long it's taken them.
I'm real big and strong. You two... You two have fun. And I don't know if I ever said this, I'm real sorry about your stairs.
No, it's fine. This is our clubhouse. And
Okay.
now, it's even more of a secret clubhouse, because no one can get up here.
But no one can get down.
See, the funny thing is, everyone can get down, except for Cricket.
Oh no!
Yeah. We should just get him a rope ladder while we're at the
They
junkyard.
could probably make one.
Awesome. Okay, later.
Bye, Tessie.
Dinosaur dinosaur rolls outside. her flippers smacking around, and goes to talk to Terry.
Well, once you're outside, I'm just gonna go in front of you and be like, okay, I'm sorry. I think I was wrong.
No.
And I owe you an apology.
No, we were totally on the same page there, and we went back, we were good detectives, and we figured it out. High five. Well, high tail.
So are you gonna text the others that it's all cool now?
Yeah, I'll text the others being like, I think it's okay? Question mark.
Kind of just gathering from that. I think as long as we keep Cricket in check, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep an eye and not let them just accidentally
Explode.
set up.
Yeah.
So,
Tessie sends into the group chat, make sure to get good stuff.
No.
and a rope ladder.
And a rope. And a rope ladder. Yes. I think the scene ends with Tessie checking on Terry's dinosaur-related injuries, and then them heading to town.
Alright. So, swapping over to the other team.
I would say Rosie first because I have a whole little thing planned.
Yep. Do you remember what you had to pick up?
Dare doesn't, so if Tessie could remind Dare, that'd be great.
Maybe Tessie puts it in the group chat.
Yeah, it was in the group
Yeah,
chat.
Tessie posts.
Guys, Dare doesn't have a
into the group
phone!
Oh
But Rosie does.
Yes!
no! Okay,
so-
yeah, Rosie makes a note when they get there with some, spare paper that they have in their backpack. And, puts that down on a car front or something. He's like, okay, you work on this for now. I need to go check on the barrier, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So
Just start with, some of the small stuff.
Got it. Got it, junkyard. Right. junkyard, right? And Dare disappears from view. It's one of the few times Dare has been normally pretty, like, see-through. Dare completely disappears from view.
I'm just gonna paste the stuff into the chat, the Skype chat. Okay, so what are you doing, Rosie?
Well, first of all, flying. -1, flat roll.
I
Or
think
is
you're
that
fine.
catch a ride? Okay, I'm fine
I
then.
think you're fine. You're just
Yeah,
flying
just
by
flying by
yourself.
myself.
You're not
Okay.
particularly... I don't think you're, like, speed rushing to sprint anywhere. I think you're...
Yeah, just cruising.
Yeah.
But probably go a few miles out to where the border is. And
Yeah.
since I'm by myself and Rosie's really light,
Yeah,
just
and
goes real
maybe you
fast
have a
over
little
there.
bit better view of it as you're flying overhead.
Yeah. And with what knowledge that they know already from their dad and being a cryptid with magic and stuff, maybe what would be a good role for this? She's trying to like study it in a way, like figure out
That would be use
How-
your eyes.
use my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. But you already did roll I know this one, so add a +1 to that as well.
Oh, I already used my plus forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was +1 ongoing, then I would get that.
Yeah. Forward.
Let's see. That is geek. I have geek. That is an 8. I hold 1.
All right.
I think we've been using this question, but is there something I've missed? And she's like studying the wall, trying to figure out, are there like any gaps in it? Is it wavering? Does it look different than all the time she's looked at it before when she's just like taken walks with her friends? Is there something different now?
Yeah. So you kind of fly along the edge, and you kind of go from a couple different directions, check the way it reflects and refracts the light, because it is kind of an invisible magic wall, but it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it,
Yeah.
especially for monsters to be able to tell.
Kind of like a mirage.
You put your hand through it a couple times, there's a little bit of a tingle, like usual. From what you can tell, it does still seem as strong as ever.
Okay.
So there doesn't seem to be anything you missed.
Okay. I think that's it on her end then, because just wanted to check on that.
All right. And now for
Wait.
Dare.
Yes!
Wait, real quick. Rosie, what did you roll
I rolled an 8.
on that? And, okay, so you rolled an 8 to make sure that the barrier was okay, and the barrier,
Just to ask
Is
if there was
okay?
something she missed.
okay.
Yeah, nothing has changed about the barrier from what I could tell.
So this doesn't necessarily mean that Cricket was wrong.
But it does mean that the barrier isn't failing.
Well, but that doesn't invalidate what Cricket said. Cricket said that there's something wrong with the barrier. That might mean that it is going to fail or whatever. Right? Or does this mean
Or
that
that
Cricket
it just isn't failing quickly, kind of thing.
Yeah, also that. Okay, so this doesn't invalidate what we're doing.
Put
Can
that
I go?
together. Yes, Dare.
Yes,
What do you
sorry.
have?
Yes,
I just wanted to make
okay.
sure that I understood what that meant.
Okay, so
Or what it could mean. Anyone could be right.
So let's talk about Old Man Razzle and Dare, because that in and of itself is a whole different thing. So Dare, I've already described that the junkyard is Dare's place in the town. That's Dare's hangout spot. That's been kind of the school tailgate party, but that's Dare is known. If you can't find him at the school, he's most likely at the junkyard. The thing is that even when Dare was still alive, Dare gave Old Man Razzle hell. Dare, that prankster, whole thing started with Old Man Razzle when he was a little kid. And it just gets more and more hilarious as the poor cryptid grows older and older. Because this is one of the things that Dare gets a joy out of, because he keeps reacting the same way almost every time. Incredible outrage. Doesn't matter how many times Dare has messed with him, in what ways, he always reacts as if it is the first time. And so, Dare knows what he has to get, but he starts pulling a few things from the yard because he wants to leave a little surprise for Old Man Razzle.
Goodness.
And I imagine Dare probably doesn't take too long finding it. Dare knows that junkyard like the back of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then he spots one of those air cans that like make the noise. Those little bullhorn cans.
God,
and he goes, and like you see his eyes. If this was like a show, his eyes would just get this wicked glimmer. And he starts pulling things together. Just dragging them together. So this is most likely a move.
Yes.
Yes.
The first thing I want you to do is I want you to roll. I'll do it for $1 for how successfully you get around this place.
Okay, that's valid. I can do that, and that is
when you do something risky, dumb, or take on a dare/challenge.
That's a 5.
Okay, it all goes horribly wrong, and you make a fool of yourself. Tell me how it goes, and take -1 forward.
Okay, so Dare has all the stuff to the side. He sees the bullhorn, and he grabs that. That goes fine. But then he sees something that he has to get. It is a giant, and I mean giant pipe that is like the size of Dare's head, and it's the middle, in like towards the bottom of this giant heap of junk. Like, it is this giant thing, and he's like, yes, that will be a very loud speaker. And he just does his damn best and yanks it, and it takes a few tries, and he does. And then things start dropping. You hear the clink, clatter, and he looks up as it wavers, and he just goes, oh, fuck. Right as it falls, just right on top of Dare. Just whoosh.
You are covered in junkyard scrap.
Yep. And which, it makes a loud noise.
It makes a loud noise. Not only that, but you may be fine, but all of your items that you were carrying
Oh no.
are now underneath this giant heap.
And so now it pans to this giant, what was it again? Shit, this giant snallygaster. Yeah, the snallygaster. And he, like, whips around faster than you'd think an old man would. And he goes, Daryl! And starts making his way towards the back. And Dare's
My
like,
sworn enemy.
Fuck. Essentially. And Dare's like, fuck. And Dare's trying his damn best to find everything he just had. He's like, shit. Gotta go. And he's doing his best. When does Rosie get to this mess?
Rosie, Terry, and Tessie are all on their way back.
Oh no, yeah!
We just get some Scooby-Doo shenanigans of you running back and forth between all the garbage, in and out. There's some fancy music going on.
It's that... It's like he's trying... Like
the ultimate Scooby-Doo reference.
Oh, yeah.
Insert here.
Oh, absolutely. So he's just rushing
And we all
through.
just arrive watching this.
Old Man Razzle's like blowing fire everywhere.
Oh!
Yeah, looking
Can
for him.
snallygasters blow fire? I think they can.
I thought
Imagine
they
how
could.
much of the garbage is just burnt to a crisp because of him chasing Dare.
Yes.
Yeah, no, for sure. So Dare's just chucking. You guys come in to see this old snallygaster just blowing fire while pieces of metal and shit are flying everywhere. What do y'all do?
Dare?
He can't hear you.
Dare?
He cannot hear you guys.
Daryl?
He is buried under stuff that is clinking together while going fuck while fire is being blown. You think this boy can hear you? Anyone else? Because Dare's
Also, Dare, for picking up the 4 items, that's going to be 4 spirit points.
Oh,
Oh.
damn. Okay,
Because
yeah,
they're
sounds
items. They're like actual items you're paying with.
good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. We have like 6.
You have 3 now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 now?
Because you had 7
Okay.
before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
I'm just letting you know, you are holding 4 items.
Yeah.
Put those on your sheet.
Good. Thank you.
You're holding them in yourself like you're some kind of gelatin monster.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're just floating.
Like the first Ghostbusters ghost.
Oh my gosh. Using a bit of your ectoplasm to just hold them in.
Yeah, he feels like he has like a stomachache,
Oh.
but he doesn't care because he wants his cool stuff, and Old Man Razzle can't see him.
How are you guys gonna get him out?
Yeah, how are you guys gonna help with this? Dare has put himself in a situation.
I do not know. Dare might just have to suffer.
Tessie!
I mean, if we want to say, like, somehow Dare gets out of it, like...
I want this to be a role play. I want it so badly. This was like the one thing I was like, y'all
Alright.
better be prepared. So,
We'll let Reese do this then.
so, Gil, is anyone gonna try to contact Dare besides the quiet Rosie trying to say the name?
Tessie and Terry have not arrived yet.
They haven't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Nah, I think they've arrived by now. Like, they all
Oh,
probably
really?
arrived around the
Okay.
same time.
Oh?
Oh, I think Rosie kind of sidesteps over to Mr. Razzle, was it?
Yeah.
it's Old Man Razzle.
Old
We don't
Man
have
Razzle.
a first. We don't have a first name.
Just kind of sidesteps to Old Man Razzle, trying not to get burnt. And is like, Mr. Razzle, I was wondering if you could help me if you have a moment, sir.
What was that, young lady?
I was wondering if you could help me out. You look a little busy. Are you okay?
Gotta get this little rascal off my plot. Damn you, Daryl!
Dare just goes. You hear Dare from a distance. You cannot place where it go. Get fucked, old man.
Oh no, I was gonna pretend like you weren't there. Damn it.
No, Dare
Oh,
already
no.
knows his cover's been blown. He's chucking stuff.
But Rosie, are you rolling big round eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rosie's just like, yeah, well, I think they're stuck there for a moment, but I was wondering if you could help me get, like, I'm looking for a pipe piece for my sink. Just using the excuse from earlier. You know, the one that goes at the very bottom and, like, the little nut that goes around the 2 ends and screws on to keep it in. It's a very specific type, and the store wasn't holding it. So I was wondering if you knew if you had any.
Alright, roll plus prep.
This is a 9.
Nice.
They do what you say, but they need something in return. Fuck.
I
I
think
don't
it'll
want
be
to owe
alright.
this man.
Think it'll be alright. He's like, I could help you find one of those somewhere around here. I remember seeing one somewhere. But I can't with this renegade running around and messing my organization up.
Well,
Basically, he'll help you if you get rid of Dare.
that's easy. Fine.
Because he cannot focus with Dare there. It's just like instant rage.
That was my goal.
Well, if we can unbury Dare while you look for the thing, and we'll just leave right after you get me the piece.
So, okay, so how are you planning on getting Dare to leave? Because Dare sounds like he's all in it.
We unbury Dare, and then we drag him away.
Dare isn't buried now. Dare is running around being chased by...
Yeah, no,
Okay, I was under the impression that Dare was still buried, because that's what Reese said.
Dare is kind of going in and out because it's avoiding Old Man Razzle while getting pieces together. Dare is like zooming. He's
Yeah.
being a zippy boy right now.
Right now, Dare is
Dare!
trying to set up a prank. You need to convince Dare that it's not worth it and you need to leave.
Dare! Fuck off!
Why? And Dare just goes, why?
It's not worth it, man!
It's always worth it.
No, it's not. Not today.
It is always
I-
worth it.
The hardest challenge we've yet to face. Convincing Dare not to do it.
The stars are not in position for this tribute.
Okay,
is
are
always
you
worth it.
rolling insert obscure reference here?
Yes.
Okay.
This
That's
isn't
another
like
8.
Dare. This isn't a convincing roll. It just gives them an ongoing.
I
The
know.
reference doesn't quite land, but you get it. Game
So
plus
you get 1
forward.
4.
I mean, in the game, you can react to it however you want, but like it just gives me a plus 1 forward.
Yeah.
Dare goes, I like the reference, but no, it's always worth it.
So it appears you are at an impasse because he will not help you find the anti-human weapon that you are looking for, unless Dare
That's
leaves.
not the anti-human weapon I was looking for.
Well,
that was just an
whatever your
excuse.
distraction was, he won't help you until Dare leaves.
I thought we agreed we weren't gonna get them an anti-human gun.
Yeah.
No, I had an idea though.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know my idea for the anti-human weapon?
Yes.
Sure?
You just get like a fake sword and be like, they used to use this in the old days. Do you know how many people were killed by swords? And no one will see it coming. Everyone has guns nowadays.
You ever heard bring a knife to
Well,
a gunfight?
I like it.
No, I've not heard that. Well, it's great.
It always goes well for the person that has a knife. No.
It's Cricket. Cricket's probably gonna be fine.
Is Tessie going to do anything, Tessie or Terry? Because they're seeing this.
Yeah, if Rosie can't get this under control, Tessie is gonna go in. But Tessie was gonna let Rosie have this because out of character, Riley just got a whole lot of screen time, so I was being good and patient.
Is
Yeah,
Terry
if you
gonna
could,
say
if you
anything?
could just get Dare to
Same.
calm down and you guys get the stuff, Rosie can distract Razzle while you guys are able to get the stuff.
Hey, Dare. I promise it's gonna be worth it to do it later. Because right now, he knows you're here. And he's gonna be expecting all sorts of pranks to happen. If you wait and do it during the day, he won't be expecting it. And then you can just freak him out a whole bunch. It'll be great. It'll be worth it. Just right now, you've lost the opportunity of surprise.
Fair.
But that's okay because you can take it back.
Okay,
That's actually really smart.
I feel like I want that to kind of be something like, because it's like a two-way where like Old Man Razzle, like the more Old Man Razzle gets riled up, the more Dare wants to. So it's really hard. So that's why I feel like it should be something.
Yeah. I think adding on to that though, your Old Man Razzle is kind of calming down now a little, now that Rosie is here talking to him.
Yeah, okay. And Dare just looks over, sees he's not as angry, and goes, man, y'all take the fun out of this. And just find...
Don't worry. Tomorrow, you know what? Tomorrow, and Terry has a very pained look in their face. I'll help you.
Oh
And Dare's eyes go wide, and he like just pops out of where he was currently, and he goes, really? You can't back out of that. I will hold you to it. I will.
Tessie steps forward at this point, puts a big old purple tail between them and looks over at Terry and goes, Terry, you don't have to do that.
Listen, I just want to just take care of this. Go finish dealing with
Terry.
this sort of stuff. Get the stuff returned.
Okay. If you're sure.
Yeah, you got the items.
Yeah, Dare has him in his chest, stomach kind of deal.
Yeah,
He
so
can't-
you're able to like find whatever else you need with the other two there while Rosie distracts Old Man Razzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dare just goes, can someone take this out? This is really weird, and I don't know if I could put him back out.
Dude, Dare.
Dare looks very
Just kind of reach in and grab it.
It's just like ripping a Band-Aid off. Just get him out. I don't think I can grab him back out. And he has like his arms up. Just someone do it. And he has his eyes closed.
Who's gonna grab? I guess it really doesn't matter.
I do the grab. I am a big dinosaur.
All right.
I am full of muscle.
And Dare just goes, that is so weird. When Tessie does that, just ah!
And like the moment Dare steps off the property, Old Man Razzle is like, "All right, sweetie, I got you right over here," and he just picks one up, hands it to you.
Thank you. Like waves goodbye and starts to like walk away. And the moment that he turns away, she like quickly looks around and grabs like one of those like old fashioned what are they called? What are those fake knives that they use to open letters? Letter opener. She just grabs like a fancy letter opener. Like it looks like a knife sword thing, but it's just a letter opener.
Oh my goodness. All right.
She's like, this is perfect.
All right. So you're gonna spend another spirit point to get that item as well.
Yeah.
Might
as well use them up. This is our last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, might as well.
So you all head back to
carrying all this stuff.
Yeah, carrying all that through the forest back to the abandoned lumber mill. When you arrive, Cricket is pretty much done with dismantling everything. With Mothkid's help, they've kind of like set everything up into 4 piles. Cricket is very intent on trading these 1 for 1.
I mean, yeah, Cricket's been working pretty hard.
Yeah, but they're just kind of waiting at this point.
I'm guessing, so is the 4th pile just the nail gun?
Oh, so that'll be 5 piles then. 5 piles. 4 piles plus a nail gun.
We go up and like exchange all the stuff. And like, both sides on equal sides, all the piles, there's
a little like standoff in the Old Western.
There's the tumbleweeds for some reason.
Right. Like Mothkid looks and is like, why is there a tumbleweed on this floor? Cricket is like inspecting the stuff that you got and he's like, this is gonna work so well. Oh, thank you guys so much.
What if it doesn't?
Oh no, it's totally gonna work.
What are you gonna do if it doesn't?
It'll totally work.
That's all I want to know, and then I can have a clear
I know what I'm doing here.
That's not an answer.
I think if it doesn't work, then just nothing will happen.
So Cricket's getting started on rebuilding everything. Mothkid goes over to you guys and like, we could like put these all in a blanket to carry it or something.
Yeah, I don't want to stick stuff back. Let's get a blanket.
I feel like a lot of this stuff would not be good in your ectoplasm because it's paper and stuff.
I don't know. And Dare just looks down. I actually don't know. I haven't tried. And you see the light bulb go on in Dare's head, and he goes, but that's for another time. That's for another time.
And Mothkid turns to you all, and he's like, so, you're not going to tell them when you return these things, right?
We'll figure out some kind of excuse.
We'll just say a cut of one of those, like, question, the night crawlers.
Hey, why do we have to say anything? We didn't tell anyone what we were doing, and we're not doing this in an official capacity.
We could just leave it out front. They don't have to even know we found it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see Cricket finish?
If this all works out, then we can just tell your dad, Rosie, that it was just a prank, that we were called him, And then if it doesn't work out, then at least we called him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys want to see what happens when Cricket boots up the new contraption?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you guys hang around. It probably takes like the rest of the day. It's about evening when Cricket is ready to start this. He's like, "Oh yeah, just in time. We are about to lose our sunlight. You guys ready for this?"
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Rosie is hiding behind Tessie.
Cricket goes over to the blinking computer in the corner. The new setup is looking a little more impressive and a little more refined. However, a lot of the metal is still like duct taped together.
There's
And-
kind of machinery.
Yeah, the mirror pieces have been suspended and are kind of like hanging from strings. The satellite, it's a real satellite now, or a satellite dish. So yeah, Cricket the whole time was like congratulating you on the stuff you brought. Kind of made Moth Kid look a little sad.
And Dare goes, "Don't worry." And Dare like literally leans to Mothka and goes, "Don't worry. I have a special place. It's not your fault."
And Cricket's like, "All right, let's get this thing started." And they boot up their computer, and it makes a really strange humming noise. And the things in the lumber mill, like the hanging pieces of glass, start to kind of quiver and shake with this noise. And he gets up to kind of adjust the way the satellite is pointing. He's pointing it through the forest in the direction of the nearest edge of the border, which is not too far away from the lumber mill. The lumber mill is kind of on the like close edge. And basically with the flammables, kind of made a little like combustion tank. Which is a little concerning over in the corner, as that thing is like blasting away. It's got a little like stream of fire coming out the top. You know, like when you put fire in one of those water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's booting up, and like you guys can't make out what's on the computer screen because it's all in some alien dialect. But it's showing a lot of blinking lights. And Cricket's looking very excited.
Well, we're alive.
Yeah. It goes on for a little bit, and Cricket's like, "This is really good, this is really good!" And then, the satellite just falls off where he's perched it.
No!
And we run out of fuel in the, combustion tank. And... But... when this happens, the glass pieces have been shaking so much that they've started to spin wildly, and they are reflecting little rays of light all over the room. And for a moment, both Cricket and Moth Kid have, like, stopped paying attention to the rest of the stuff. They're just, like,
Oh my God.
staring at this
Oh my God.
pretty little light reflections.
Rosie reaches into her backpack.
Rosie, I believe you're also might be having an issue with these little light.
No. Rosie has a different plan. Rosie reaches into her backpack. She pulls out the flowers.
Oh,
And she turns to Tessie.
Tessie does not notice because Tessie is watching the glass spin around.
Just in all this light, she's trying so hard to stay focused. And she goes, "Tessie?"
you have the sunlight, the sunset coming in and shining on these glass pieces as they spin.
Tessie?
Huh? What? I'm making sure the thing doesn't blow up.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you something. And she holds out the little flowers in front of her and goes, "I love you." And she's just frozen.
Slow blink from Tessie. And then Tessie, like, turns her head and looks at Rosie, realizes Rosie is holding flowers up, and goes, Oh!
I really like you, Tessie, and I think I love you.
I really like you too, Rosie. Pull yourselves together, Jerry.
Rosie just like starts to cry and is like goes to hug you.
Tessie doesn't know what to do, but what she does is she picks up Rosie, and she does the thing that Tessie does, which is she puts Rosie on her back.
Aw.
And Dare looks and sees that and goes, "Finally!"
What's Terry's
Tessie,
reaction?
like,
That's cute. I'm glad
that's
that they
it.
did it.
Ah, cute.
Yeah. I'm happy that they did it. I'm happy for them.
Tessie leans her big long neck over and kind of like boops Rosie with her snoot, and she whispers, "You know what, Rosie? I think I might love you too."
Aw. Cricket, like, when the light kind of like starts to fade again and they aren't spinning so wildly, he looks back at at the room and he's like, it didn't work though. And Moth Kid comes over and he's like, I still thought it was really cool. You did? Yeah, I thought it was pretty, it was cool. Everything you do is cool. And, everyone else was happy about it. And Cricket's like, you know what? You're right. I am pretty cool. I'm glad you thought it was cool.
I love Cricket so much.
And all I need is maybe not to use crap anymore. You know what? I'll just wait till the rest of... Well, is there like an earthling term for it? Like, yeah, just the other aliens, relations. I'll wait till they get back, and then maybe I'll use some of their tech.
That would be smart.
Are you just waiting for your family to get here?
Wait.
You mean like your parents?
Yeah, sure.
We just had to wait for your parents to get back in town?
Well, it'll probably take a decade or so, but...
I cannot believe the audacity.
Will the barrier still be around in a decade?
Looking at these readings that I just got, should be alright.
I can't.
I'm
can't
going
even.
home.
I walk right out of it. I cannot even with
Tessie's
this.
like strangled scream in her throat, just. You know
There's
what?
a very much a scream shout outside the door. Are you serious?
You know what? Cricket, thank you very much for your cool machine. I hope you and Moth Kid have a lot of fun fixing it. I'm gonna go, and I'm taking my cool moth girlfriend with me. Y'all have fun. And Tessie just leaves also.
Bye,
Just
Cricket. Bye,
leaves.
Moth Kid.
It doesn't. I just want to say it doesn't take much or it takes a lot to get Terry worked up.
Yeah.
But they have had to have the most stressful night. They've had to break so many rules because of this little guy, and all of it could have been avoided.
Man. As the sun sets on this night in Nostalgia Town, Tessie and Rosie have found their newly confessed love for each other as they head back to town. Terry is silently raging to himself.
I think we're all a little bit angry.
Yeah.
And I think overall, Dare had a good time.
Overall, Dare just had
Yeah.
a dope time.
You know what?
You-
It was a thing to do for a couple afternoons, and that's what can be said about that.
And the night sets on the last episode of Nostalgia Town. And we get a nice
Yay!
90s movie outro. Composed by the best sister in the world, Jamie.
Aww.
And stop recording.
Experience listeners, it's end credits time. I know you love hearing this part, but I like to remind you guys that you can find us on Tumblr, Instagram, and even TikTok. And if you like to buy the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. We also have a constantly growing collection of merch at redbubble.com/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers and all that. If you want to support your favorite editor and musician, you can head over to my Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/JamieRemy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. Mark Experience can be located basically anywhere podcasts exist now, so you can listen wherever's easiest. See you next episode!
So yeah, I've got a Twitch account, and I just play games on it, mostly Magic at the current moment, and it would be super cool if you went out there and joined it. It's twitch.tv/xboy56, all in lower caps, and boy with an I. I'm just trying things out. So yeah, come join me. I've also got a Discord on there. I'm always on it. So yeah.